There comes a time in every individual's life when they must take stock of their internal world. And so, to employ the philosophical rubric of allegory, I have come to the dead, yet somehow still dying, Oak Mill Mall in beautiful Niles, Illinois. First, we must approach the mirrored portal where we are distracted by our own self-image. We must transcend, push through, and not get caught in the vortex. That vortex is, there's really something, this vortex here. Let me just try to get it. Oh, shit, And next we are greeted by the haunted empty vestiges of what has once served us, but no longer does. Yet we retain space for it. Why? Further we delve into the empty storefronts and dusty service hallways of our own mind. And delving deeper, we find the trash room loading dock of our souls, where we analyze what we're sending out, where it came from, and why. Having plunged to the depths of the trash room of the soul, we now ascend the staircase of knowledge, reaching the higher levels of understanding and awareness, available only here at Oak Mill Mall. It is only now, by plunging to the depths and rising to the heights, that we are able to descend and balance and find our place inside the equilibrium of the atrium.
Thanks, Birch, for sponsoring today's video. Their Labor Day sale is live now, so be sure to head to the link in the description to check them out. Birch makes mattresses that are crafted with responsibly sourced materials such as organic cotton, organic wool, and 100% latex. Their mattresses are free from polyurethane foam, which can cause harmful off-gassing, and are constructed without fiberglass, which can be detrimental to your health. It was important for me to choose a Birch mattress made with organic and natural materials because I can sleep easy knowing I'm avoiding harmful off-gassing that can result from polyurethane foams. I ordered the Birch Luxe Natural mattress, the premium upgrade to their original well-loved Birch Natural mattress. I've had my Birch mattress for 2-3 months now and I love it. What I like most is having a mattress that is environmentally friendly and is free from polyurethane foams, and it improved my sleep quality. With your Birch mattress, you get a 100-night sleep trial along with the 25-year warranty. The best part about all of this is that Birch delivers your mattress right to your door for free within the USA. They also offer in-home setup and removal to make your buying experience as convenient as possible. Each Birch mattress comes with 2 of their EcoRest pillows made from recycled materials. They're breathable and better for the environment. I love my Birch mattress and I think you would too. If you're looking for a new bed, check out Birch Living. Their Labor Day sale is live now, so it's the perfect time to upgrade your sleep with 25% off a Birch mattress plus 2 free EcoRest pillows. Visit birchliving.com/crimepace to find out more about this limited time offer.
You gotta be kidding me. That's what this is supposed to look like? It certainly doesn't look like that. You know why? Fire suppression. These areas were managed by native people for thousands of years and they lit shit up. I'm telling you, man. If anything, just for the ticks and the chiggers and just to clear out the understory. Because you get so much rain in the eastern half of the United States that shit just grows way too fast and it'll just turn into just these impenetrable thickets like that. You need someone to come by and burn this. Preferably not a tweaker on his off day. Preferably, you know, a low burning controlled fire. Get the nice Eupatorium capillifolium and the Chamacrista fasciculata. Anyway, welcome to another episode of Crime Pays with Botanizing. Today, we're near the Texas-Arkansas state line, just south of beautiful Texarkana. Beautiful Texarkana. And there's a nice motel. Well, it's kind of a dump, but I like it. It's a place I would rather stay than any of the fancy shits. You know, it's just like a working class motel, you know? It's not sketchy. It's a little beat up, rough around the edges. I forget the name of it. It was like Wyndham Garden or something. I don't know. Anywhere you get a chance to stay there, stay there. I might have thrown some pot seeds just outside in the landscaping. Look at this Rhexia, Melastomataceae. Whole family Melastomataceae is mostly in the tropics, but you get a couple species that go into the higher latitudes in both hemispheres. Got that style to the left, and then those, what is that, 8 stamens? Weird stamens. A lot of melastomes have dimorphic stamens too, 2 different kinds of stamens. You know, for buzz pollination and for feeder pollen for the bees. Anyway, with those unique anthers. Is this Helianthus angustifolius? Narrow leaf sunflower. Anyway, today we're going to look for a species of Liatris, also known as gayfeather, which is a pretty funny common name, all right? You know, also known as blazing star, shooting star, whatever shit. Just easier to call Liatris. If you can remember these stupid common names, you can remember the genus name Liatris. There's about 50 species. They're mostly in the eastern half of the United States, and they're cool as all shit. Look at that Rhexia down there too. I'm telling you, man, the ADD is really bad today. It's bad all the time when I'm coming out in a place like this. Anyway, you're looking at this woodland. We're in a low-lying area now, kind of wet, but you know, this is 150 years of poor forest management in the eastern half of the United States. Fire suppression and invasive species like this invasive Lespedeza. All right, Lespedeza cuneata, real bad one. All right, brought over from Asia because somebody thought it was cute in their horticultural setup. Anyway, we're gonna go look for this Liatris. It's probably not blooming now, but we're going to see what else we can find here. It's a beautiful day. Look at that goddamn dragonfly. I tell you, man, the fucking dragonflies. We don't get many dragonflies. Oh, wait, oh, there it goes. We don't get many dragonflies out west either. There's a lot more. I've seen more dragonflies than I've seen in the last 10 years, just in the last week, being in the eastern, more humid half of the country. Nice roost right there. So let's take a look and see what we can find. Oh my God, I already see the first cool thing. There we go. Chamacrista fasciculata. Look at that. Porocidal anthers. There's the style right there, which has the ovary at the base of it, and will later turn into the bean fruit, okay, the pea pod fruit, and then those are the anthers. All the rest of the shit's up there, pointing the other way, are the anthers. Porocidal anthers for buzz pollination, also known as partridge pea. But again, don't bother with common names. Just remember Chamacrista, the genus Chamacrista. There's a shit ton of Chamacrista diversity elsewhere in the world, primarily in Brazil. Lots of Chamacrista in Brazil. Holy shit, what is this? Lots of fungi too. All right. Upside to having so much rain and having such a long growing season, a lot of dead stuff once those plants die for the fungi to eat. That's an interesting one. I'll ask Alan to ID it. Take photos, put it on iNet, and get Alan to ID it, like I do with most of the mushrooms I see. There you go, Rhexia. I think the common name for this is Meadow Beauty. That's an even dumber common name than a lot of the ones I've already heard. Here's one right here. Melastomataceae is the family. Rhexia is only, yeah, shit, it's a shorter word than Meadow Beauty. Why don't you just memorize the name Rhexia? Anyway, Melastomataceae is the family here, mostly tropical, very species rich. There are entire groups dedicated to studying this family, entire groups of botanists dedicated to studying this family because of how cool the flowers and reproductive mechanisms are. A lot of them have specialist pollination biology, and some of them do really weird stuff with their anthers and their stamens. As you can see here, you've got those yellow sickle-shaped anthers, and then those weird dangling things at the base of them, if I can hold the camera, that look like little yellow hairs. And then this thing right here is the style that, again, connects to that ovary down there, which will have the seeds in it. All right, the corolla and the stamens will fall off, and you'll just see that that structure right there, that ovary, with the style hanging out, and then it will turn red and mature and eventually dry out, I think. And is it a dry dehiscent capsule? Anyway, you get a bunch of seeds inside. So Rhexia, I think there's 2 or 3 species in North America. But look, all you got to do is look at those stamens and know Melastomataceae is the family. And then this one's cool. This is a really cool sunflower. Doing the whole narrow-leaved thing, okay? The genus Helianthus is the genus of sunflowers. They don't bloom, most of them, until later in the season, basically early fall. Look at those little hairs coming off this. But this is Helianthus angustifolius. Look, it's got revolute margins, curved margins to those long, linear leaf blades. Cool. This is a really cool plant, man. Those are cool species. I forget the last time I saw it, but it's been quite a few years. Man, these eastern forests, look at this. Just want to burn everything. And this is an open spot. You go over there. Oh, look, it's Clitoria. How about that? Wonder how it got that name. Oh, this is Centrosema virginianum, not Clitoria. One of the coolest legumes, though. There's the leaves, and then there's the flower. It's just a racupinate pea. So in most peas, you know, the flower is like this, the banner in the back, banner, wing petals, and then a keel petal. Banner petal, keel petals, wing petal. But this is resupinate. Look at that! Holy hell! All the stamens and the style are inside that keel. And so it looks kind of filthy. Which is nice. I think that's kind of funny. It's like the John Waters style taxonomic naming system. So the substrate here is sand, okay, but still there's a lot of pines, stuff is coming up. So without a fire, this would all eventually fill in, which is what most of these wooded areas did. I bet 200 years ago it was different, before all the indigenous people got, you know, pushed out, before that whole genocide thing. And then, you know, once the Anglos inherited it, they just let it all go to shit or bulldozed the hell out of it. So, because they didn't know how to manage it. So, you know, it's there's just so much rain in this eastern half of the United States, and it's so humid that stuff just regrows and fills in. And see, this is still not even that bad yet. Look at it, it's everywhere. It'll climb up whatever it wants. It'll crawl around whatever it wants. See that? I just can't help but see these types of habitat and want to set it on fire in the right season. You know, a low burn. You know, but you definitely got to clear this stuff out. I mean, you really, this fire is. You know, fire was used for thousands of years. Rus copalinum with the wings. See that? Just hanging out. See that? What is it? What is it? Oh, it's growing up another vine. Some sort of, it looks like something in Vitaceae. I don't know. Notice I didn't take the dogs out here. Okay? Because I don't want them coming back covered in ticks and chiggers and all that other nasty shit that I associate. I really do have a phobia. You spend your whole time botanizing in deserts, and you end up getting a phobia of these overgrown areas. Oh, what is this? Is this that cool Liatris I'm looking for? God damn it, I think it is. And it's not flowering yet. Doesn't even look like it's close. But it's weird that it's a shooting star, or blazing star, whatever the shit the common name is. I shouldn't even use the common name. Growing and basically in a woodland, in an opening in a woodland, much different than the prairie habitat. You know, but anyway, I left the dogs in the truck, you know, left it running, left the AC on, left Willie's Roadhouse on for them, so they got something to listen to, you know. And then I just doused myself with permethrin, just took a fucking bath in permethrin for the chiggers and stuff, and now we're headed out. Used some tea tree oil last night because I did start getting bites last night around midnight. Wasn't the bed bugs, it was the chiggers that I could feel on me a few hours earlier that I thought I'd mostly eradicated. God damn it, I'm not going through that. Oh, Calicarpa americana. Mint family Lamiaceae. Those are just the berries. The fruits are, the flowers are done. Oh, what oak is this? That's nice. Yeah, this is that Liatris. Hesper elegans, what a crazy bastard. I've seen it once before. Beautiful flower, just fucking wild. It's a wild blazing star, shooting star, whatever the shit they call it. But this forest is pretty overgrown, and the target plant's not going off yet, so I might dip out. Be cool to see a copperhead or something, though. Oh, nice Calicarpa. Need to do a tick and chigger check. That's nice. Oh, God. Thank God for permethrin, man. I'm telling you. I get the heebie-jeebies and stuff like that. You know, if this is what you grew up with, thinking this was normal, you know, these dense understories of so many of the woodlands and forests out here, I could see why some might, you know, not go on them. Why some people might avoid going, oh, this is Eupatorium. Is this Capillifolium? Eupatorium capillifolium. It's a cool one. I could see why many people, you know, would shun going into the forest if this is what they were used to. Look, it's just such a big, it's just a beautiful purple flag. A beautiful clitoris-like flag just hanging out on that bark. I think these are just game trails at this point. I don't think this is actual. Let's see where this goes. Oh, this is cool. Cool mushroom. And it's probably mycorrhizal. Look at those pores. It's probably Boletaceae, which I think all of them are mycorrhizal, not saprotrophic. So they form symbiosis with the trees rather than just eating dead stuff. What is this? Is this another one? Yeah, oh, look at that. Wish Alan was here. I could be totally off, but look at that sourdough-like texture to the undersides of these caps. It's a nice cavity in the ground right there. See that? How'd that get there? Yeah, definitely a tick check. Look at these basal leaves. These looks like leaves just fell on the ground everywhere. See that? And they're quite abundant here. That's Elephantopus, which is a really cool genus in Asteraceae. And you wouldn't think it's in the sunflower family just by looking at those flower heads. Syncephalous, it's a head of heads. You can see the individual flowers, aka the florets there, all coming out of one of those green tubes. Those are the phyllaries, those spiky green things. And you can see you got a number of the phyllaries surround the involucre, and you can see you got a number of involucres there. And the whole composite, the whole compound involucre, the syncephalous head, is subtended by 3 very hirsute leafy bracts. And then you got them basal leaves down there. You don't get Elephantopus out west. All right, it's an eastern genus of Asteraceae, and it's fucking weird and really cool. Something's stabbing me right now. I don't know, some spiny thing. Oh shit, look at this mushroom. God damn. What's this? Ah! Nice gills. No ring. No cup it's coming out of. Look at me pretending to be a mycologist. Little dimple in the cap. Okay, it's got kind of like a concave cap. It doesn't pop up. Oh shit, look at those over there. Those are nice. Look at those coral mushrooms. I'll get an identification from Alan and put it in there for you. How about that? There's a really nice illustration of what's going on with Elephantopus. See that? Look at that. Flowers in full frontal nudity here. Look at them too. You got, so it's still a corolla, but it's got like a fan-shaped thing going on, almost like Goodeniaceae, a weird, mostly southern hemisphere family of plants that's in the same order as the sunflower family. It's in Asterales, you know? Or some of the lobelias do that too. You could see how, you know, you get some genetic tampering over a few million years or dozens of million years. You could see how the corolla shape changes, how you end up with things like Goodenia that have that, you know, all the lobes to the corolla on one side, like a little fan. God, what a weird genus. So you got 4 individual flowers there coming out of one involucre. All those stiff little hairs on it. Yeah, man, Elephantopus is cool. Cool understory genus. Are there any that like bright sun? Anyway, moving on from Elephantopus, look at this. I almost want to call it a Claveria or a Ramulina or something. If Alan was here, he could tell us what the difference is. But look at those tops. They look like, they almost look like, you know, in the shape of like little clubs. Like clavate tips. God, what a cool. Just helping break this log down. Just helping turn this log into soil. You know, so the armadillos can go about scurrying around in it, you know, digging holes, causing mischief, you know, shitting all over the place. What do? What's the, you know, spreading leprosy? They probably don't spread leprosy. They just hang out with it. Where's the timber rattlesnakes, I wonder? Do you get them down here? Man, a lot of fungi here, though. A lot of stuff to decompose. It makes sense that there's a lot of mushrooms because there's a lot of organic material on the ground for them to eat, for them to slowly secrete enzymes on and break down. And not much poison ivy. Oh, shit. As you know, as soon as I said that, there you go. Look at this one. Look at it. It's almost a translucent cap. Beautiful. Oh, that is quite gorgeous, I do have to say. Look at it. What the shit is this? I can't wait to find out what this is. That's how you learn. It's part of the fun, you know? You get into other stuff just by coming out here. Get your ass out the house. Go try to find an intact little crumb of habitat. Take pictures of shit, upload it to iNat, and then find out what you're looking at. Look at that. Mushrooms are so weird because the traits you're looking at to ID them are so subtle. Because again, you're just looking at the fruiting body of an organism that's entirely underground. God, there must be so much mycelium in the ground right here. There's like 7 different species of mushrooms. These orange ones are especially peculiar. Look at it. See? The gill pattern. Oh, that's gorgeous. How many are saprotrophic? How many are mycorrhizal? Look at those guys over there. Oh, here's wax myrtle, aka Myrica, now known in the genus Morella, okay, because it was split. Probably, I think, because Myrica's on the other side of the Atlantic, and is when they looked at the DNA, it was far removed. Not far removed, but, removed enough to not be in the same genus. Smells really good. That's a genus that likes humidity. That tells you how far east we are. So loblolly pine, Pinus tata. All right, needles and fascicle 2, and you got a whole shit ton of mushrooms coming up at the base. Okay, look at these speckled bastards. Little dimpled top. Look at the texture and the color of that cap. Flip it over. The stipe is very small. It's brown at the base, and then like 3/4 of the way up lightens. Look at the way the gills attached to the stem. We'll figure out what that is. Again, I'm not a mycologist. I'm not a mycologist, goddammit. And look at this. What the shit is this? This might be mycorrhizal. Or I might be talking out my ass. This little club-like fungus growing at the base of this loblolly. Just everywhere. Probably mycorrhizal, I would assume. Just because it's occurring in a ring around this. I mean, I'm talking on my ass at the end of the day. I have very little experience in this field, but makes me wonder. Anyway, I got to get the fuck out of here. It's 1 p.m. already. I got to get on the road, all right, and head back to Central Texas and then head on south. That's all I got. Have a great rest of your day. Come check out this little sandhill habitat right near the Texas-Arkansas state line, just south of Texarkana. That's all I got. Go fuck yourself. Bye. Oh, look at you. Look at you, Louie. Huh? You comfortable? All right, huh? I know you think you're so oppressed. What about you, old man, huh? How you doing? You guys nice chilling here with the AC listening to Willie's Roadhouse, huh?